outside camp would be like, say, going to a platoon house. We were up to the old platoon house in Kalmvakuf. We'd go up there, switchback roads going back and forth, high mountain peaks. So if your driver's going too far, very narrow roads. You go by old spots in the road where they've been dug out because used to be landmines. So I'm the crew commander going over high in the seat. You're watching out for problems, for wires across the road in case someone's come back in and set the mines again. And we're just going over ourselves. We have no protection force, nothing like that, because the belief is we're not under any real threat at this time because there's peace and everything in the area. The Serbs are pulled back. There's no fighting or anything in the area. But you can see the old bunkers on the side that's been destroyed that people have maybe built back up again. Like I say, you see a little dirt patch in the road. You drive around it, you drive over it because there could be bombs in it. You roll in the platoon house, people looking at you. You're trying to see what's going on in the local town. Compare it from week to week. How's things changed? Is there new people that you don't know about? Is there more cars in the area? Because these are things when we get back to our camp, they want to know, did you see more people in the area? Is the area still empty? Is there homes on fire? Because you come into town 1 week to a week, maybe a house has been burnt down. This is just the locals, people coming in, the Croats in there, pushing their way to make them realize, you either do as we tell you or this is what's going to happen. So then we go in there into the hospital, and we found there was like an old x-ray machine that had bullet holes in it and radiation leaking out of it. Not very good electricity, so we're getting people in there trying to fix this, get rid of the problem for safety, trying to help with firewood for the locals, because when you go to the clinic, they see the big ambulance show up, everyone comes in, they talk to the nurse. Now there's another thing, there's a real culture shock. Usually when you show up at a clinic or anything, you go in there, expect to start working. No, the place will be like 15, 20 people in there waiting to see you, but you're not allowed to see any patients until you've had coffee with the nurse. So she takes you in, she makes you a local Bosnian coffee, and you got to sit with her and have a cookie and stuff like that. And we tell her, no, we got our own coffee. We didn't want to be rude or nothing, but you have to drink this stuff and be polite and everything, because they don't have a lot of rations as it is, so we didn't want to eat up their stuff. But still, you had coffee with her every week and the niceties. Then you go in the room, because she spoke pretty good English, not the best, but we always had a translator with us. We'd set up in the room, and she would tell the patients to come in. She'd stay with them. We always had a female with us and everything. And we'd treat patients and do what we could for them. Most of the time we had our PA, so our physician assistant, would come with us. So it was something they needed prescription medication. We had a couple panniards, boxes, full of prescription medication that he could prescribe. Sometimes we're off to the side in another room cleaning, dressing a wound. Someone's got an infected arm, something like that. Just doing things like that. And then before you leave, you always do a little lap around the town to see if anything's changed. A couple times we go up to the local school, try and meet with the principal there to see what their needs are. Because a couple times while we were there over the 6 months, we went up to the local elementary school, I guess it was, and we had pencils, paper, coloring book stuff sent over from Canada and toys, and we went up and we delivered them up there to the kids and everything, give them something, because they didn't have very much. They had a chalkboard and the desktops were empty. So we're always trying to deliver things like that people sent for us to deliver. And then on your way back, you're going back to camp. It's the same thing again. You got to be back for nightfall. A lot of switchbacks. Again, it's nothing like driving in Canada. Very high mountain passes. You got 15 tons, whatever that ambulance was, solid steel, coming down the hill. And if the air brakes gave out, you were going over, because very steep gorges. And switchbacks into the town, then you roll back into the camp. That'd be a normal day outside the wire.